What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm smiling because I feel bad about this. I don't want to smile too big because my old age is showing my smiling too big. I feel bad about this, but I want to say something about this. I want to say something about this. This is just still again me just having fun. I'm not gonna talk about this girl anymore because I'm not gonna watch any more of her videos because she's just not for me. But I saw a movie that she brought up, and there's so many things I want to bring up about people like that. Of how I seen this copy before. Like understand people understand when I say I've seen this copy before. I am very very good at reading people, and it's because they are a copy off of another person. Like I've seen this copy. The only way to read people is you can only read them by their flaws because they are not themselves. They see something off of someone else. They're like, oh, I want to be like that. And then they become a copy off of several people in the world. And, I kind of talk about certain those things. And I think one of them is a video that's titled Black People Don't Talk to Girls Like This, where I was talking to this guy. I've seen him before, and I explained certain things he's going to do, before watching the video. And I said he's going to lick his lips, do these things, and that's what he did, and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if I say this in this take, 'cause it's like my third take. I still haven't shaved that yet. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I realized I was out of a shaver. I'm too lazy to go get when I found out yesterday I was actually going to shave that. But listen. I saw this dumb movie called Anora. And the thing is, the movie's like what it showed it being 2 hours long. I made it an hour long because I kept hitting that fast forward button. So this is the thing, before I'm gonna reveal to you a better movie than what I just got. But there's so many things that I wish I had to pick. What do I want to show? Like certain trailers, I'm gonna try to explain later. There's certain trailers they show this like symbol. It looks like feathers or something, and it always means to me is I'm trying to get an Oscar or something or Emmy. I think I was saying Global Globes my last video about her, and it didn't hit me. Global Globe, I think that's for music or something, but I think it was the Emmys that just happened. I don't really try to remember them. All I remember is Oscars and MTV Awards. I stopped watching probably awards after the movie Ray, where Jamie Foxx won his award, and I haven't really been paying attention. I kind of did watch a little bit of Leonardo winning his first Oscar because I just knew he was going to win it, and I knew it was like a pity one because he should have got his Oscar a long time ago, and he got his Oscar by doing his worst performance I've ever seen, and he wins an Oscar. He should have got for Django Unchained over the guy I think won the Oscar who plays the same character in every single movie. But I don't know his name, but he's in that other movie about him being a Nazi, Quentin Tarantino thing. So this is the thing. So I started, I usually watch my videos sometime just to make sure, I'm on point, so I like to hear myself. Other people, I'm like, do you not hear yourself? And how, pathetic you sound. So I probably watch my video like 2 or 3 times of talk about her because I kind of see it a little bit amusing. Because I'm having fun with that. And when I heard that Nora, I said, okay, let me search this and see what this is. Usually when I say I never heard of the movie, and I said this line in that video, if I never heard of the movie, seen the movie, it means the movie sucks. A lot of times I heard of the movie as in I seen the trailer, but I forgot about it. So I did see that trailer and I saw no interest. And for good reasons. Honora, if I, can remember that name right now. So, and then I decided, I said, okay, let's look at a review. And I went flip, and you already know my thing about One Race Group, so I don't click them. And normally when it's a movie that's supposed to be praised by One Race Group, I look for someone with color to review the movie. And he started out his review, and I'll tell you the dumb thing that he said. As I said, it's just like this thing about fitting in, this copy. Where he started out with saying, like lines like, I might be in a minority there after he was going over how so many people praise this movie. He's like, I guess I'm being a minority. And I was like, yeah, he's gonna say it sucked. That's exactly why I clicked you. And make sure I said this. Yeah, I clicked someone of color, and because I know when it's a movie supposed to be hyped up by One Race Group, like A24 or blah blah blah. And to me, it's a dumb line because I'm saying that is you're saying the reality is you're talking about the internet. The internet might be praising this movie. I've never heard of anyone talk about this movie. That's why I said I've never heard of this movie, seen this movie, but I have seen the trailer before. I just forgot about it. I see majority trailers. I just erased the name of the movie if I'm not interested from the trailer. And one of the, and I wanted the same somewhere to point, like there's this thing like, another, like there's these symbols that they do, and it lets you know this movie's gonna be slow, it's trying to go for an Oscar, and it means I usually dodge those movies because out of all 100 of my movies, none of those movies have that symbol. I have no movies, I don't think I have any A24 movies, they suck, it's just for a group that some reason thinks something about scenery, and what's the word they use when you hear the word scenery and visuals? That means you dodge that movie. When you keep just hearing that over and over again, you dodge that movie. Or you hear about Blade Runner or Star Wars, has a formula of Star Wars and Blade Runner, you dodge that movie, because it's just like, yeah. But anyways, I'm sorry. So yeah, but then he said something lying, and I even gave him a comment of how stupid he is. He's like, "Man, I had to give this movie props because his name is Fouls. I think it's like Review Fouls, Movie Fouls. I think that's the name of his channel. You can see my comment on there where he says something about I had to give the movie props because a male that directed this movie and was not scared to put nudity of females in a movie." I'm like, I don't remember exactly my comment, but it was just, I'm just explaining how dumb that is. It's like majority of movies where there's nudity with females, it's directed by males. What are you talking about? That's the kind of things I'm like, you're just losing me because it's just like something about you and not using your head. You listen to too much social media. You probably got that feminist woke thing in your head where you think guys are scared to do this when they do this all the time. It's all like, I don't know. I think probably every single movie that has female nudity in it is directed by man. It's fine. It's no props. It's just dumb things like that. And just, but then I click another guy. He goes like, yeah, it's a typical lines like, yeah, people, this movie's not for me. It means dodge that movie. When movies are supposed to praise through social media, you hear that typical line, blah, blah, blah. But I thought one of the guys brought up this Adam Sandler movie. I can't remember the name of it that was praised to social media. Is it called Diamond or something? Where Adam Sandler's they're supposed to have this crystal. Something else. I don't remember what it was. It's something about some basketball player. He was a person that gambled a lot or something, and that was praised through social media. And I was thinking about looking before I clicking because I figure, I get what's going on here. It's a certain director that's supposed to be praised for all of his movies, like the guy who did The Witch, The Lighthouse, and some dumb vampire movie that I never heard anyone talk about. I'm not going to go see. I will fast forward at some point. So I was wondering. Jules, no, not Jules. Jen. I think it's called Jen. I think it is but anyways, and it's supposed to be like this exotic movie, and I can't remember my review for that movie, but I said it wasn't exotic. It was annoying. And I remember something about his black friend that kept saying, I'll get it. It got to the point he became annoying. And while I watched this movie, I thought it was the same director before doing this video. And if I didn't check, I'll say, I think this is the same director because it was the same style. And it's also the same style as another movie that was praised by people in one race group is this movie when it was my last time I've ever done this because I say this is not gonna happen again. It was when I asked people what movie should I watch, because I'm out of movies, and it was hard. The main thing is they kept talking about some slave movie. You should watch this movie, and I'm thinking, because of my skin color is why you're thinking I'm supposed to watch these movies and like them? You're an idiot. But one of them was Good Times. And that's when that guy got praised to be a good actor. And I was like, he barely even talked in the movie. It had a mix with that in a movie called Jen or something. And it's, let's just put it this way. The movie started out interesting, as in like I felt like they're doing the stripper thing well, and I wanted to get in the story of that. I used to be a guy that was able to get strippers' numbers. I was a guy that felt back then that I don't care if a girl works at McDonald's, stripper. I wanted someone that as long as we're happy, that's all that matters. Strippers are the wrong people to get their number from. You learn that. A lot of them don't have the best lives or whatever. Not really best lives, but they they're strippers for reasons. You learn that. At the time I didn't. I just figure, if you're going through hard times, I can fix that. I can, I can show you the world, like get you a life that you would love. And that's how I felt like. I didn't make out with strippers, outside the club, of course. And I just felt like I'm a guy that can, and I just felt like that's all that mattered. I don't care, but it's not what you learn is, yeah. So I'm very, I don't know the word, I don't think I'm looking for the word aware, but, you know, knowing about being around strip clubs, and it did play it off really well with how it feels in a strip club of how the girls' reactions are to each other. And then I said I kind of felt like I could give it props for that, but it hit me. There was another movie that did the same thing as if it's, at this point, it's been already done before. This movie right here, a movie that I actually did buy because it's actually better than this crap. Um, and um, and I don't know I how I get to this. I started fast forwarding uh right after he said, I'm gonna take you out for a week, and she was asking for money and blah 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 blah. And the thing is, I think from what I've seen of the two guys that said that they wasn't into it, that blah blah blah, even though it's supposed to be praised by like a lot of people, which has never heard anyone talk about. You talking about social media is it's the reality of guys and normal guys to my don't like girls like that. So you don't really feel anything. And I think in on that review, she said it's the beauty in the gutter or something in the grind or something, beauty in the gutter or something like that. If you thought anything was beautiful about the relationship, you're not in reality. I just saw it as just some dumb girl being banged over and over again from a Russian guy that I knew. I was actually thinking Russian, who I'm more used to Russian, is you're going to get your ass shot in the end. From the second he said his dad's a Russian, Google him. I was thinking she's probably ignoring the signs that this guy is probably a very dangerous guy. Maybe I missed what it was explained. He wasn't, but I was just, thinking that this is the ending is you're going to find yourself in danger. But it ended, it kind of went like normally how I would expect, rich family do. Someone of color kind of has this experience of liking a girl and the family doesn't want them to be together because of skin color, So this one is about a girl that they felt like just wants the money and the person's rushing in. It reminds me of Britney Spears when she got married in Vegas, but the thing is, I was fast forwarding right when they were supposed to hang out, and it was like hitting the hit the right for it to every skip every 10 seconds, and it was like spend money, and then screw, spend money, screw. There's not a plot. There's nothing to think about. It's knowing this live, you're just watching someone spend money, screw. It's what am I watching, a rap video here? And so and there were certain signs where he says these people don't know their place. When they're screwing during the party, and I'm like, okay, then you're probably around the wrong Russian, a person that has that kind of mindset. There was nothing about him that was good, interesting. You didn't see anything smart about any of them. You're just watching idiots. Normal people don't want to watch a movie about idiots. They were both idiots. So I'm trying to get to a point of understanding how you kind of saw something coming of seeing them both being idiots. And the movie still played them off as idiots. So there's no beauty in the grind, whatever the hell you're thinking of. I mean, she did have a really nice body. And honestly, she had a body of a lot of strippers that are just kind of like, turn on. So she did have a nice body, as if what I've seen strippers have. I'm not saying, certain stripper, because of strippers, they have the certain body, but she had a body that fit a stripper. I will be honest with that. But honestly, I was seeing her to be seen actress that she was in that dumb movie with Scream, which I think that was praised to YouTube. And I just thought she was overacting when she became the villain, which I don't know, I can't remember if I predict that or not. I was just like, I got so sick of them going over the rules like 50 times. No, the rules is this and rules is that. I was like, come on, I know you're a sequel, but don't do this rule thing over and over again. But I'm sorry. So the point is I'm trying to get into So I think I'm missing another point here. I was gonna miss like things I've seen about him yelling at the guy at the hotel. It's like we're late or something. He's like, or how can you not be ready? We gotta wait. And he says, I'm joking, joking. It's like I seen those scenes. So I was like missing like 5 to 10 seconds every time I hit that button on the laptop. And it got to the point where the family came, and I actually in the reviews, they kind of explain the family comes down and they want to stop this relationship. And I was, before watching the movie, I thought it would be, people that you want to be together. You don't care why you're together. So before, that's why I hit play. I didn't think it'd be a movie about people that you're just seen to be idiots. Especially giving them drugs, wherever they're popping up. I mean, it could be not drugs themselves. Back then, when people have any kind of like thing, with a pipe thing, I always thought it was drugs, even though they were doing it outside in public. And turns out it's not drugs. I forgot what it's called. Hockey. I don't know what it's called. But I haven't seen that in a while. It used to be bars that used to do that. Maybe it's illegal now. Who knows? But anyways, so yeah, that makes it even more or less cared about. But the point is, while it seemed like that movie Jen is when he left and ran out of the thing when the family got there, whatever. At first, I thought it was the mom and dad, and then I heard no, it's not the mom and dad. I'm not mom and dad, but the dad. First walked in there. No, it's the workers for the dad. I put it together. I knew majority of the movie you're not going to find him, and I felt like the second they find him, he's going to be banging another stripper. But I thought he'd be banging, but he was just pretty much around what I expected. He was going to show like he was just having fun. But the thing is, I also knew the guy that first sit down on the couch, he was going to become the love interest. And then I just had in my head that he also has money too. So she's going to end up happy with a real guy that would treat her right. But that's not, I think the understanding is, he doesn't have money, but I just thought, she's going to see life isn't about money and blah, 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 and whatever. And I felt like they're going to, and as you get at the ending, blah, blah, blah. And then just did some weird thing. It basically did the thing to get you discussing it, trying to talk about it, and try to understand what it means for idiots. Me, like I said, I don't really like those movies where, it gets people's like, did he kill her? Did he not? Like for No Country for Old Men, even though I do have it. But there's several, those kind of reach for an Oscar movies. They always trying to end it. Oh, I remember now when we went to go see Long Legs, because I was winning a bet that this movie is going to suck because it's someone who I and our family gets into social media and believe that crap, and I won the bet and they had paid my way too, where I said this movie's going to end where it's not going to give you a real ending, so people can do these videos called Movie Explain, and it's nothing to explain. They're going to come up with their own theories, and it's just a dumb ending, and that's just really it. And that's what it just gave you the typical things that why I don't watch those kind of movies is they want you to talk about it. What does it mean? What was really going on in her head? Who cares? Who cares? It doesn't. They never give you an any. But the point is, it felt like the gin because while I was hitting that fast forward there's like where is he? Where is he? They're looking for him, and I knew by the time they find him, he's just going to be doing his own thing. And I just knew that and the family coming in being upset. It's just like where is this movie going? And them sitting down talking before the ending, the guy that I knew that they're gonna have some kind of thing going. They were sitting down, she's talking about why didn't you rate me or something. I was just like, I know you're trying to build something here, but it's just not working. Why, yeah, it's hard to care about a movie when there's no one that you can relate with. Almost said hostile. Hustle, I can relate with certain things where one of the stories is there's this girl that I know that I always see that I was like thinking, I thought she was really smart. I thought she was going to maybe go places. And I figured like their parents would never want me talking to her because I just, just thought she was like, she was just too tall for me. I think she was 6 something and that's too tall for me because I don't like looking up. I'm not short, but I remember her being tall and very skinny. That's the only thing I like. But I found out about her life later and, they told me she's been in prison. and they were telling me about her boyfriend. That's what I'm trying to say. Like relate with like with Hostel. I'm off that movie now. Hustle. I'm sorry, not Hostel. Where she went, and this is real life. And then she went to prison because her boyfriend try to do this like I like to call it like a glitch, like GTA, like this cheat code to become rich, kind of like the movie Focus, like do this one thing and you're set for life. And that's what she fell for when it came to something to do with drugs. At a certain time, I didn't get into it. When I went to go to strip clubs, I wasn't happy. I wasn't there. I got a 2-year relationship and I just want to be happy. Didn't care who learns. Yeah, it doesn't matter. If they're working at certain places, because there's a reason why they're at that spot in the first place. I learned that now. But, if you caught me at a certain time, there's a chance I would have said yes to that deal to take that chance. And if I would have, what happened to me going to prison, by the failure of what happened with that girl, my life could be not where it is. There's a chance, there's times in people's lives that you might want to do that cheat code and, get somewhere in life. And I felt like that's what, Hustler was. And you kind of have sympathy because there's a time that, there's certain things that I have done. Like I say, even though I'm known as upper class, there's certain things that I do that, try to have a cheat code, buy things to return them when I'm done with them several times. There's certain other things that I've done, but, and, but that's it. That's all I want to say. But yeah, but I was saying is, like I said, I keep wanting to see hostile, hustlers. Yeah. So hustlers, in a way, I feel like it's better. It was just like that movie was pulling what Hustler did of showing how strippers act toward each other because it's interesting. They really don't like each other. They really don't. And the other things I will say about the star of that movie, what was called Aaron or something, whatever. It's I'm going on too long. I just want to it's just that the beauty and the grind and all that, and one more thing I want to say, and somebody gave me a comment, and I said, the thing that exposed her the most when she actually got to a movie that I actually knew of. So the other movies, I couldn't really like say, hey, she doesn't know what she's talking about because I never seen these movies. I just have no clue what she's talking about. But it makes it worse when I actually have seen these movies and to realize what she's talking about consent and a romance for the movie Strange Darling, which I want to erase from my head too, even though I erased the other movie's name. It had nothing to do about romance and consent. And I explained to him like a movie like Blink Twice might have something about romance, consent, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just saying that, that is more, it's like you're reviewing, like you see another, I don't know. It's just, I'm saying this yet, Beauty and the Grind, whatever she was talking about, I don't know what you saw Beauty in that besides her nice body that it would look definitely like bangable like the strippers did. But anyways, that's really about it. But I mean, I really want to get in. I don't know, sure if I got into that. It felt like Jen were just like running around, saying that Good Times, running around, talk, where is he? And I think Good Times are looking for his drug. Where's his drug? Where's his drug? Where's his drug? And it's just really like you kind of, and especially to get an ending like that, it was just kind of like it's not really as an ending as in he doesn't care for her, and it was kind of like duh. You were just watching a movie of people that are annoying you because you don't care about them because they made wrong choices. It's no beauty in the grind, whatever the hell she said. So the only thing is, I keep crossing my head when I hear the word beauty that relates is she had a nice body, as in bangable body that wish I was younger in my old days. And, and I still had that thing, if I was younger days, I still want to go to shit clubs and have that mind of I can get you away from this world, like real happiness where you feel like you don't need to do this, I see some reviews where they said that she's like a prostitute. I didn't know, I see that she wasn't a prostitute until she came to that guy. Then I didn't, and I don't think she, because I don't think she, so I wouldn't consider that as a prostitute, or felt more like sugar daddy-ish, but, prostitute is you're swinging around more several guys. So, but she was, if I missed the point, if she's a prostitute like that, then I've been like, yeah, no, more of a reason not care. But yeah, I don't know why I explained about her attitude with her roommate. It seemed like there was nothing that showed you that she needs to be liked, and about the guy who he just sound dumb. he needs to know his place and all that. And it's not a glorious and beautiful life. It's a lie that dumb girls probably would tell themselves, but guys would see that as a huge turnoff. Normal guys would. They just both seem dumb. That's the main thing. And then the whole running around, say, where's he? And it seems like trying to be like Jen of the car getting towed. And it just feels like am I supposed to be having anxiety right now? I'm actually just getting annoyed. I'm like, I don't care. All right, peace, gotta go.